Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's the thing. Our energies are a little kooky. Gabby's coming down from Lexapro.
Withdrawing,
She's
if you will.
She's withdrawing from Lexapro because you're finally stopping, and we're very proud of you.
We're trying to stop.
It's a hard thing to do.
It's a hard, really difficult thing to do.
But that's why you have that big ass coffee, and you're gonna get
the mood
these
swings
zaps.
are something else.
Yeah, and she's coming into one right now. I had a hideously embarrassing experience happen this morning. And also on our block, when we were just leaving coming here, there's more chaos. Our block is like having like a fever dream right now. Because for those of you who don't know, Honk and I live together.
Our block is a fever dream.
It is a fucking fever dream. The second day I moved in, on the second fucking day, we hear a gunshot. There was someone murdered, like, not like what, like 50 feet away from our apartment.
The Jack in the Box parking lot murder?
I thought it was across. Yeah.
Oh, the 50s cafe.
Yeah, there's the 50 cafes murder. Because there's like a big meth ring in our neighborhood, and then that's when our roommate goes out. Our former roommate Joy, aka Miss Grilled Cheese, if you know, you know, went out to go investigate, and then found a couch and was like, "Oh my god, can someone help me lift this couch?" And then brought the couch in. We love to see it, but that's neither here nor there. Today on the methy block, my girlfriend was dropping me off. We love to see it. And then we're just having a casual kiss. We're just saying goodbye to each other. Maybe things got a little spicy in the car. It doesn't matter. Then all of a sudden there's like a little beep beep, and we look up, and her car was literally out of the way. But there's 6 cars backed up, and everyone's laughing because they could see us making out. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And I was too humiliated. I was like, you have to flee the scene. You have to flee the scene. So she drives around. And as we're about to turn onto our block, or onto Honk and I's block again, to finally let me out of the fucking car, there's this car that's not moving out of the way. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And it's just a sedan. And then this, we'll say, lady of the night gets out. The hair's looking a little messed up. The makeup is beat to hell. Like, you know, we have like a thick red eye, thin but metallic lips. Gorgeous. Honestly, Honk, we need to go find her.
I wish I had seen her.
I wish you had seen her too. And then extremely high, like these must have been like 7-inch
She was a
heels.
trans prostitute.
Yes.
Which Honk is trying to avoid saying.
No, I'm not trying to avoid. I'm just
which is not something to avoid. It is what it is.
No, I was getting to it. It's called burying the lead, but okay. But so
why bury the lead?
Well, because that's how you tell a story. It's like I was giving build up, but you're on Lexapro, so you're not letting me do my thing.
I'm not on Lexapro. I'm actually off Lexapro.
Well, yeah, but maybe you should get back on it. But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so it's giving haunted, and it's mine's energy's giving cute. But so, anyways, then finally the trans sex worker gets out of the car, and then has their purse and their massive heels, like their laced up boots, look like witches' boots.
Mm-hmm.
Gets out of the car, red tube top, black skinny jeans, gets out.
Loving.
And then all of a sudden the car starts driving off, and then the person was like, "Hey, get back here!" And starts it's like Donkey Kong, just like limbs flying everywhere, just chasing after the car. And then Janine is like honking on the horn. She's like, "They're trying to get their stuff." And like, it was so fucked up. And then finally the car stops across the street and like pulls over, and everyone's just like in everyone's business. And then, you know, hashtag the lady of the night gets her things out of the trunk. And it was a sight to behold. It was fucking wild.
Now,
and
is prostitute not a legal word anymore?
No, it's sex worker.
It's sex worker. Okay.
What about prosy?
Definitely not.
So I think that's a hard no.
Okay. Whatever you far leftists have to say, I will abide.
And you want to know what? Yes. Okay, I roll in all.
Okay, you guys are right. Always right.
And that's on Honk opening up. Okay, wait. So let's talk about this. So, hey guys, today we are here to talk to you about motherfucking Manscaped. And that's on Manscaped. This is for the Scary Hairy Marys and the Scary Hairy Berries. If y'all have a gargantuan bush, if y'all got that orangutan pussy, if y'all got that fucking Bigfoot Bussy, then y'all are going to need to step on over to Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped. Okay.
Whoa.
It's our latest sponsor. It's giving clean. It's giving cute. It's giving trimmed, honey.
And honestly, here's the thing. If you are thick with hair, this is a great option.
Yeah. If you're giving George W. fucking Bush, you're going to want to literally come on over to Manscaped. Manscaped is known for being the leader in the below the waist grooming with their precision.
The leader?
Literally, it's giving leader.
Oh.
Precision engineered tool. So it's the Jesus Christ. It's the Messiah.
Whoa.
Of the
Where can you
trimming
get
tool.
it?
Okay, literally manscaped.com, and you can use the code TTime20 for 20% off.
You can get 20% off if you use our code TTime20.
And that's on TTime20.
And you go to manscaped.com.
And using our code TTime20.
And you can get that 20% off to trim your pubes.
Yeah, and your nose hair if you are feeling kind of scraggly.
I mean, I honestly, and we talked about this last time, I do have really bad nose hair, and I need to use
know. I
this.
get really embarrassed of my side profile because it's like really dark. But anyways, here's the thing. It's giving, the features are a replaceable cutting edge ceramic blade. And the blades help reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin safe technology. So you're not going to be looking like Edward Scissorhands fingered you after you get done using this tool.
Whoa.
It's waterproof. It's literally waterproof. And if you're in the market for a new trimmer or just want to support the show, visit manscaped.com. Use the code, what, Gab?
TTime20
for 20% off your entire purchase.
That's on 20% off.
That literally is. It's giving 20% off. And you can snag a Lawnmower 4.0 or use the code TTime20 on any of the other products.
Right. And then if you got a weed whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer,
We got to get after that.
Ear trimmer.
Yeah, ear trimmer. Because, sometimes people be having like the little pokey pokes.
My grandpa,
they got the Dumbledore ears.
Grandpa Gil, he could have used this. He had some long hairs coming out of those fucking elephants.
Grandpa Gil.
Crop Reviver Toner. Whoa.
Slap some on and say top of the morning to ya. And then the Beard Hedger facial hair trimmer. We already know Lee's been using that. He's been looking nice and right now that he's Mr. Six Figs. And you can also grab some replacement blades for any Manscaped product you already have.
Yeah.
Whoa. And if you're looking for an all-over grooming experience, check out Manscaped's latest performance package, a 4.0.
Performance package. What does it have, Honk?
Okay, literally, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. It's giving, shaved, and ready to go.
Yeah.
Weed whacker ear and nose trimmer, Lee, Gabby. Crop preserver ball deodorant, Lee. Crop revival ball toner spray, somehow Gabby. Performance boxer briefs, me, which are ultra soft, just like my personality. And a travel bag to hold all those goodies. So you can just be on the go.
Crop reviver ball toners.
You can be out with the fucking girls and the guys. Go to the fucking bathroom.
Tell us, y'all, though, you guys, you should be fucking reviving those balls because they do be smelling a little stanky.
They smell like cheese out in the sun. They smell like provolone. And y'all know how provolone smells when it gets to room temp.
Can you tell me again, where do we go to buy this?
If y'all don't go to manscaped.com and use the code TTime20%, TTime20 and save 20% off. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to kill myself, but I'll do something. You're going to go to manscaped.com.
I'm sick of this hair.
Literally, I'm sick of looking at y'all's fucking hair.
And that's manscaped.com and use code TTime20.
Literally. So Honky had 2 shows at Jam in the Van last night. I didn't get to see the first one because I was on hot yoga, but the second one was really cute because we had the whole gang together. We had her boyfriend, we had Bianca, we had Janine, we had Audrey, we had all the cuties.
All the cuties were there.
I know, it was a really cute like friend hang. And we see Honk get on stage and you open it up by going, oh, it's President's Day. Who's y'all's favorite president? Mine's Trump. And then they got like 3 laughs.
Donald Trump, I said.
Donald Trump.
I wouldn't forget his full name.
Yeah. You said, mine's Donald Trump. And then Bianca goes in her thick Czech accent, shut the fuck up. And it was so fucking funny.
That one was for me.
That was for you. It was for you, me, and John. That's who it was for. It was so fucking funny. And apparently...
You just want to win them right over.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you said that you did it the first show.
And they loved it. The second one, I got nothing. I used to do when he was a president, I'd get on stage and I'd go, 4 more years. 4 more years. We would test the waters.
And for some reason, people weren't chomping at the bit for that one. But you had a great set.
Thanks, Honk.
And apparently she liked her first set more.
I did like my first set more. It's a beautiful thing being a woman in comedy. And I'll say this.
It's a gift.
It was me, Matt Rife, Michael Blaustein, Trevor Wallace, Skylar Stone, And if there's one thing that they'll do to women in comedy, it's put them up top and give them less time than the rest of the men.
Cold open.
They'll say, you know what? We're going to have you cold open. The men are going to do 20 minutes. You can do 10. I said,
we won't even mention the podcast. It doesn't matter.
I said, all right, here we go. So I took the bullet for the nice men.
Yeah.
And
for the real comics.
For the real comics. I went up there. I did my little hoop-de-hoo, my little fucking...
Wait, what did they say? Your little skits.
Did my little skits to get the crowd all warmed up for the real heavy hitters.
Well, last time I saw you at Jam in the Van, you didn't have that slot.
No, I sure didn't.
No,
but she had it this time, and we love to see it
this time.
I know. I wonder what slot. Okay, I'm doing it March 25th, and he was telling me who's on it, and I was like, it's giving you're gonna put me first is what it's giving, but also fuck it, whatever.
Also fuck it, whatever. It is.
It's still like a great show.
It is a great show, and it was a great show. And Jam in the Van's a really fun venue. Also, it's like I hate going first, but then at the same time, it's like whatever. You just get them fucking riled up.
Yeah,
audiences, because it kind of is worse when somebody goes up first and they don't do well. And then it's like, fuck, this show's gonna be bad.
It's so much better to go after someone who does well, because then you can like ride that wave.
Yeah.
It can sometimes be intimidating when you go and you like, or like when someone's just fucking murdering the crowd.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay, pressure's on. Then you get up because you can kind of psych yourself out.
It is hard. It is kind of scary to go up after somebody who just fucking crushed.
You know Sean Grant?
Yeah.
I have never had a good set after following Sean, because Sean Grant, he's been doing it almost 20 years. He just wipes the fucking floor up with these motherfuckers. Not only does he have extremely strong jokes, but his crowd work is unreal. It's unparalleled. It's so fucking funny. And he has just like beautiful, bright energy, and just cleans up. Just like people are like howling and foaming at the mouth. And then I get up there and I'm just like, but I told him, I was like, fuck, I hate following you. But he was like, it's going to make you a better comic. And I was like, well, TikTok.
I also love that he knows that he's good.
I love it too, but he's not like, at least to me, he's not like a cunt about it.
No, and that's the thing, is like, he's not a cunt about it. And that's what's cool. It's like when you just know you're good. God, one of the, never mind.
Honky. The Lexapro zapping you?
My brain just...
Why don't you have a little sip of that and then some water? And that's on me momming my honk.
What else happened? I don't know. We were in Bakersfield last weekend. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh,
beautiful city. Incredible city.
As enchanting as Visalia?
Up there.
Yeah.
Also with Merced and Fresno. Mm-hmm. It was fun. It was fucking 1,500 people. Love it. Love a fun theater. Freezing cold. So cold there. Anyway.
And that's on an enchanting...
And that's on a good story.
Retelling.
Yeah.
So, okay, no thanks to Lee, but I did get down to fucking Laguna Beach. Okay. And it was really fun. I went down with this comic, Keith Johnson. We had a great talk.
Shout out to Keith Johnson. He was very funny. We love Keith Johnson.
Shout out to Keith Johnson. Shout out to Matt Lockwood, who run the show Culture Court at the Comedy Store. Next one is, I believe, Monday.
Are you on it?
Okay, so LOL, you guys.
I love Matt Lockwood.
I know. So I don't even know him well, but I think he's so fucking funny. And Keith Johnson is so fucking nice and hilarious. You guys should go support their shows. It's really great. But so he does this show called Culture Court, right? And essentially it's like a group of comedians like make like a courthouse in the belly room of the Comedy Store, and they debate cases. And Keith was like, honestly, Harper, like, I've seen your brother on social media. He's really funny and neurotic. Like, you should come have him be a lawyer. And like,
God, that would be so good.
Yeah. And so
wait, that would be so good, because Eli's been wanting to do stand-up.
Yes. And that's another thing. Eli hit us up the other night and was like, okay, like, we're just one sign up for a shitty open mic. I really want to. And I was like, okay, and that's on getting him out of law school, or his law job. But yeah, so Eli is supposed to go do it on this next Monday.
Shut up.
I need to like
we have to go.
I know.
Obviously.
I know, but I hope Eli actually like wants to, because that is pretty gnarly to have never done it and then getting like thrown up.
Also, it's like Eli is so funny, but I do wonder like
if it would translate.
If it'll translate.
That's what I was telling you.
Because it's so different. Like, you can be so funny in real life, but then as soon as you get on stage, you fucking shit.
Oh yeah, and I openly tell you all the time. Like my brother is 1,000% funnier than me, but the one thing that I have is that I'm brave enough to get up on stage, and he isn't. So
has he ever done an open mic?
No, but so being a lawyer, you do have to get up in front of people, and you do have to give presentations. He did debate in high school.
I think he should try an open mic before
I
he
think
does
he
this
should too. I mean, I would be a good sister, and I would take him to an open mic.
Yeah.
And also, I need to call.
But it's also not stand up. It's not. He wouldn't be doing stand up.
It's not stand up, but you would be in front of people and I'm just worried that there's a comic that does not like Gabby and I'm worried that he would go hard on. I think he knows who Eli is. I don't know. I'm just worried that.
Do you think that Eli wouldn't be able to fucking handle it? Because I think he would.
That's actually true. Eli's
and also
gnarly.
That guy's a pussy, so I don't think that.
And that's true. And Eli's fucking gnarly. So y'all think I have the mouth of a snake? You should see, again, anything that I am, it's Eli is like 500% more. But Keith and I did have a really cute talk going down to Laguna. And I think that's part of the reason why I had like such a good set, because it was just like good energy and good vibes. And he was saying really sweet things about you, our friend Bianca, and myself. And he was just like,
did you say I was hot?
He was like, fuck what Bobby Lee said. That troll knows nothing. You are literally hot. And I said, literally.
No,
but can we go back to talking about me again and again and again? But anyway, so he was saying that like comedy, like, yes, is about like talent and whatnot. He was like, but really it's about like having a specific voice. And he was saying like, like you guys like have a unique voice. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And then we were talking about, Jordan Peele was also saying this on Armchair Expert, but he was like, in order to like make it, like you have to it's all about like endurance and whatnot, and just like keeping with it, and like you can get so deterred, but just keep with it. And then something he said, oh my God, of course I've been wanting to talk about this and now I'm forgetting a lot, but he said it was very insightful. But something he said about like my set, because I was like, I get really self-conscious that I'm not like a lot of our peers, where they're like set up punch. And I feel like I'm more like kind of like wacky. But he was like, well, you should think of yourself like a freestyle rapper. And I started dying laughing because I was like, what the fuck? But then the more I kind of sat with it, I was like, okay, I will kind of think about that. And then I really applied that to my set and I had a great set. And I was like, okay. And I feel like it's just like, I don't know, like, I know that you get in your head about like, oh, like, am I too sexual? But it's like, no, you're just being yourself. And this is what you find funny.
I also don't have set up punch. But then I think about then I think about Rory Scovel is my favorite comic, and I'm like, he's so unconventionally funny, and like that's the kind of shit that inspires me, is really unconventionally funny people.
Yes, I think it's his special from 2015 when he filmed it in Georgia, and he like gets his arm
with the
stuck in his jacket. And I've seen that special.
So funny. He does the entire special with his like jacket like up here, and his arms hanging.
He looks like a fucking chicken, and he's just like,
he's like, you think I'm not going to address it? And he spends like 20 minutes just talking about his arms being tucked into his jacket.
Okay, he does a Monday night show.
Yes,
I really want to go.
Yeah, okay, well let's go, because it's my favorite fucking thing.
I've seen it. He's really pushing it on Instagram.
Because he's doing that. He's trying to get fucking clips, because that's all comics have to do now, is just get fucking stupid bitch ass fucking clips.
His show was incredible. We went, it's called The Whatever Show. It's Monday nights at the Elysian.
We should go this Monday.
Not us like promoting everyone else's shows.
I know.
Honk and I have a haunted show at the fucking Laugh Factory in San Diego.
Oh, that's fun.
We'll talk to you guys about it on Patreon.
Did you hit up the guy about the hotel?
Huh?
Did you hit up the guy about the hotel?
No, but I'll do that. Like, okay, no, I won't do it right now, but I will do it after the episode. Have y'all ever had a man just splooge so intensely into your gash, your vagine, if you will, that you felt like, wow, it just doesn't stop coming? Have you just ever had a Niagara Fall amount of semen just trickle out of you?
What do you do?
Well, what you do after you're done crying is you get the damn dripstick from Awkward Essentials, aka the cum sponge. Y'all are gonna want to just plug up that pussy.
It's just such a funny thing to envision. So he comes in you, and then you get the sponge. You're like, hold on, gotta get the sponge.
Well,
and you just
you go clean yourself out anyway.
Yeah,
right?
you go clean. I mean, you should be peeing after sex. That's how you get BV. And if you don't know, now you know.
That's true.
Here's the thing.
That's okay. Yeah,
you're gonna after you're done peeing or whatever it is. You can do it before. You can do it after. You can do both if you're feeling really plugged.
So you're
cum.
plunging. You're fucking.
You're
plunging.
just plunging yourself.
Got it. Yeah.
You're just kind of like slipping around. You're kind of just having like that Lady Gaga song.
But what
riding
does
like
it
a disco
do when you
stick.
use it?
Oh, I'll literally tell you.
Okay.
Literally, it's a soft medical grade sponge designed to absorb excess cum after sex.
Whoa.
It makes the experience more comfortable for you.
Nice.
Cuts down the mess for you and your things, aka your bed sheets, because you know, especially when you get that Egyptian cotton, and you know all about Egyptian, and that's on your granddad.
And I be splooging.
And you be splooging. John, here, man, you know, we don't even know what's going on there. But here's what I know to be true.
A lot of cum.
Everyone's squirting. Everyone's coming around. And what you're going to do is you're going to not want to ruin your sheets every 20 seconds. So you're going to want to stick that cum sponge up your fucking pussy. Give it a nice swirl. It's like cleaning your ear, but you're cleaning your fucking pussy out of all the cum. Get those kids out of you so you can save your underwear and your towels. And it's super easy to use, y'all. You just insert the sponge while holding onto the handle, and that's on never let go. Gently twist it around a few times.
Like
and then
a COVID test.
Literally, it's a COVID test, but it's a pussy
For
test.
your pussy.
And then around a few times, and then remove it and throw it away.
But
or you can put it in a scrapbook for memories.
Cute. I like that. Date it.
Date it. Oh my God. And then smell it later.
But it is only meant for your vagina. It's not a menstruation product, birth control, or STD protection, or it's not for your butt. So sorry, my anal heads.
Sorry for the anal heads. You just have to let that cum solidify in your ass. But in your pussy, you can get it out. It's super easy to use. You can keep it in your bedside drawer, your bathroom, throw it in a bag. I don't really care where you keep it, but keep it literally inside of you so you can be ready to go.
Yeah.
It makes everything so much more comfortable after sex. Yum, yum, yum.
Where do you get it, honk?
Literally, awkwardessentials.com to get 10% off a box of drip sticks with the code TEATIME10. What was that? I'll literally repeat myself. It's 10% off at awkwardessentials.com using our code TEATIME10.
Can you tell me how many packs they come with?
Okay, well, I'm literally a fucking genius, so I can't. It's giving 10, it's giving 20, it's giving 69 for all my freaks out there, and then 100 for the geeks. Awkward Essentials also has a ton of other great products you can use. The TEATIME10 code for, and that's on Mainstream, a disposable pee funnel for you to stand and pee.
That's pretty cool.
And that's on Ladies Can Be Men Too. How about that?
That's pretty cool.
Literally.
That's an equality.
And that is on equality. And now we can have the real right to vote now that we can pee
Dude, it
standing
even comes
up.
with toilet paper.
Literally.
And a resealable disposable bag for an easy cleanup. That's actually pretty great because I'd be pulling over to shit and piss on the side of my car.
And you do. There's bottles of her
pretty
piss and
good.
cum, but it doesn't matter. That's not about Gabby. It's about this.
Yeah.
There's Jizz Machine sweatpants, which I need to cop a pair of because if you think I don't want to be walking around with it. Okay. Anyway, and the Nikki Vibe Kit, which has everything you need for your first vibrator and hopefully not your last, including lube, cleaner, and the discreet essentials bag to keep everything nice and tidy.
Love.
So, Honk, literally, where can we go to get this?
Honk, it looks like you can go to awkwardessentials.com with the code TEATIME10. And that is TEATIME10 and awkwardessentials.com for 10% off your order.
Literally.
Of dripsticks, cum rags, jizz sweatpants. I mean, come on.
They do actually have cum rags. They have like this side up for cum where you keep your hand on one side and you wipe down the other side so you don't get cum all over your
Literally. So now facials just got a lot more easy to handle.
That's really true.
Get on
Cum
over
is
to
messy.
Awkward Essentials.
Nice.
Literally.
Ramble wink.
Okay, you guys. So here's the thing. I used to be a klepto motherfucking maniac. And so much so, it was really fucking bad. But also, when I had to see a therapist as a child, she said that this is a sign of a bad home.
Did you have to see a therapist when you were a child because you were gay?
No, I was in the closet. So you should probably go check one out, you fucking closeted dyke. But anyway, so here's the thing. Don't come for me because I'll fucking snap your fucking neck. Okay, but anyway, so you're coming down from Lexpro. I'm coming up on a fucking anger attack. So anyways, here we are. Okay, but anyway, so...
sounds like it's because you're gay.
Okay, sounds like you're a fucking closeted monster. Okay, oh my God, and it sounds like you radiate negative energy. But anyway, so couldn't be me. But anyway, so don't.
That was just...
No, don't.
A lot of projection over there.
Oh, no, because it's a lot of projecting over there. It's kind of giving P fucking you energy.
I'm relaxed. Once again,
couldn't
be more relaxed.
No, you want to know what? Because it's like you're like half sedated.
Yeah.
You're literally on like you're in a fucking K-hole right now. You're like, I'm sedated. But the fucking rancid person. No, Lee, don't try and gang up on my fucking hog. You sit in your fucking chair.
Thanks,
and
Hog.
Yeah,
I know. Who's he trying?
I got it. I don't need you to fucking
and that's
walk
true. I know. Look at him trying to get in.
Yeah, Harper Kidder.
And that's true.
Yeah, Harper. Yeah, a 1-2 punch. Yeah, you got your little punch.
I got a good one too.
Yeah, Harper. Wait, tell her about her stinky little breath. That's you. So you stay away from my fucking hog. I got this.
Can't do it.
And don't talk to me in that soft fucking voice, because then you try and elicit sympathy from our listeners. Like, oh,
I know, and then people start writing, well, you guys are music.
Why is Harper such a big, mean bully?
You want to know
why
why?
are you such a weak fucking pussy?
There we go.
And there it is. And I hate to attack you guys, because I try and love everyone. I try and live my life with love and light. And then I get pushed. And then it's Old Yeller with the fucking rabies. And why do I always such a
You always go back to Old Yeller.
If there's one thing I'm going to do, it's bring up the movie Old Yeller.
Well, it was a book.
But I like to talk about the movie. That's Old Yeller.
So literally,
your fucking eyes, Old Yeller.
I know, you guys, but it looks so much better. But I still can't put makeup on it because the wound is still open.
It's giving Old Yeller.
I know. My eye is so fucked.
Okay.
No one in my family believes that I open a car door in my face, because I dated someone who legit would beat the fuck out of me in my early 20s. And now they think that it's happening again. And I said, sweetie.
So my question is,
what did I steal?
My question is why did you have to go to child therapy? But besides being gay, why else did you have to go to therapy?
Well, it's giving broken home. But here's the thing. Here's what I do know to be true. I stole so much. My parents pulled me out of school when they found how much stuff I had stolen. I think I was in third grade. I was stealing. I'm not kidding you guys. Anything and everything.
From
and
where?
I would just put it under my bed. I'd like I would steal food from the store. I would we would go to like a Save On. This is in San Diego when I went to Fletcher Hills Elementary School, and after school my mom would take us to like, I don't know, like the store or some shit to get some shit for dinner, and I would fucking just steal like Top Ramen, like anything, like, because I was like small, so like anything on the bottom shelves I'm just stealing. Soup, Top Ramen, magazines, chapstick, just like obsessively like putting it in my bag, like just sticky anything I could touch. Like I wouldn't even want it, but just to do it.
Whoa.
And then I spent the night at some girl's house, and then she had like a bunch of those like lip smackers.
Yeah. Yum yum.
Yeah, and so
I used to eat them like dessert. I would chew on them, eat them.
You thought it was glue?
I'd sit alone in my closet and I'd eat them, and I'd think, nobody will catch me here.
Honk. And that's probably why you have such bad tummy issues now, because you ingested all those chemicals.
I gotta tell you, the brain zaps are zapping.
All right.
I'm gonna get mad because I know Lee's gonna be like, get over it. It's not that bad. Yeah,
Okay.
It fucking is. You ever try getting off fucking SSRIs?
Why don't you look at him and show the camera?
It's bad.
No, what I was gonna say is maybe you should have just waited one more day to try to withdraw, because we're literally taking a week off.
Don't care. I'm already in it.
She said, I'm fucking in it.
I'm already in it.
And then in 2 days, she's going to say, fuck it, and then just take it again. So this is going to be like this for the rest of the year.
No, we're done. And we're off.
Okay, but anyways, my parents pulled me out of school because they found out all the shit I was stealing, and they made me go talk to a police officer. They brought me into a police station and talk about it. And then I blamed it on some kid in my elementary school. I was like, oh, it was Colton. Colton made me do it. I don't know. I had to deflect because you're not going to catch me with that.
Wait, they brought you to a police officer and said, tell him what you've stolen.
Yes. And then and then he took me back
Did he
alone
put you in
in
little
a room.
tiny handcuffs?
Nobody did mouth fuck me. And I said, you're not my dad.
Did you suck him good though?
I mean, it was my first time because I was in third grade, so it was like a lot of teeth.
A lot of teeth, yeah.
And my
teeth.
My little baby mouth was just so small.
You probably came fast.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like sitting on a gusher.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I meant to say a go-gurt, but I said gusher instead. But anyways.
Paints the same picture.
And I wish I would have learned my lesson, but I learned my lesson for a little bit. And then my mom years later was like, oh, I didn't mean.
Not to mouth fuck with teeth.
Yeah. And she was like, I taught you better than that. Like
right.
you've sat in with your father and I so many times. And I was like, I know, but like I can't really see because like the angles are weird.
Yeah, right.
But she was like, I didn't know he was going to bring you back there alone. I was like, well, I am the child and you are the adult, so you could have done something. But anyway, so I stopped stealing for a little bit. And then in high school, it amped up again. I would just go into anthropology.
You got bit by the bug again.
I think I mean, I've always loved adrenaline. So it's like anything I can do to kind of like get off on that. Like I've always been like that. But so, yeah, I would steal like really expensive clothes.
Did everybody go through a klepto phase?
It's weird when I meet someone who didn't. I wish Janine would have written in because her and her friends in Florida would steal like stop signs and shit off the side of the road.
That's fun. They would steal fun shit.
Yeah, no, she was a bad girl.
There is something wild about stealing that is like very fun because it's like you're not supposed to do it. It's not yours, and you get this adrenaline rush. And then you also always kind of feel like guilty afterwards. At least I did. Yeah, no, it's almost like getting fucked up. It's like drinking almost. Like it's wild at the moment, and then there's like that nasty
nasty come down. You feel like, oh, like, what did I do? And then the only way to kind of like get over it is just to kind of like do it again, get the rush.
I still think about it. You know, I still
Stealing?
like, I'll go into Target or like stores where they don't have the clips on the clothes. And I'm like, I can go fucking, I'm like, why am I? And then I have to catch myself and be like, you're not going to steal. You're 31. You're not going to steal from Urban Outfitters at 31. Like, it's too embarrassing.
God, Urban Outfitters, Anthropologie, and Francesca's is where I would love to steal from. Francesca's. And like, it got to the point where my friend Mary Kate and I, oops, real name, but we would go in there and we wouldn't even like try and hide it. We would just literally just take it. Like, they didn't even care. They're like, we are no match for you girls.
Brandy Melville was really easy to steal from.
Brandy
they don't
Melville,
have tags on anything.
They deserve to be stolen from.
So I used to steal a fuck ton from Target. I got caught. I got caught though at Macy's, the Glendale Galleria.
No,
I think I was 21, and they were spying because I was like, you know, I bought a purse. I bought a big purse from Macy's.
Wait, can I ask? Because my friends and I would do this. So you have the big purse, and then you kind of like fuck up the bottom so that like when you open it up, you can't really see anything, but you just put it like down the side so you can use like it's like a secret.
No, I didn't do that, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I bought this purse, and then on the way out, I was like, just Justin Bieber shirt. Why not? And I, you know, kind of like slipped it in. But I like casually walked around and like, you know.
Wait, Bonk, was it just like a big, can you paint the picture a little bit? Like what color was the shirt? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay. Was it a picture of just his face?
I think it was a full body shot of him.
Okay, good. Body, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. And I tried to walk out of the Macy's. And as soon as I'm walking out, this guy comes up behind me and he's like, excuse me, you've got my shirt. And he called it his shirt. And I was like, gay.
Okay, now you being the fucking gay police. Shut the fuck up.
Why are you wearing a Justin Bieber shirt? No, and he was like, you have my shirt. And I was like, what? And he's like, come with me. And I was like, fuck.
You didn't try and run?
Hell
You got those quick little leggies. You didn't try and run?
No, he took me down to the little police station in the mall. They had me empty out the purse.
No. And what else? It was just the shirt though?
It was just, I just stolen the shirt and the cops were like roasting me. They were like, why? You're too old to be stealing Justin Bieber shirts. And I was like, big fan. I don't know.
How old were you, do you think? 25?
I was 21, 22.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe this because I'm fucked up. I think that's still a cute age to steal.
I think so too.
I think it's fine.
My phone had died. I remember I was there like with my friend and she was watching me get arrested. I remember like her watching me and she was like, her eyes were all big and she's like, are you okay? Like whispering, like, you know, mouthing it to me while they were arresting me. And
you're like,
yeah. And I was like, and then they took me to their little police station.
And that's on Is It Too Late Now to Say Sorry?
Yeah, and it is. And my phone had died, so I was just like, I don't know where my friend is. Guess I'll have to take a bus home. I don't know how to take the fucking bus.
From fucking Glendale?
From Glendale to Los Feliz, yeah. And
it's gonna take 17 years.
I had no money. I had just stolen a Justin Bieber shirt. You know, like I had no money. I don't even know how the fuck I got home.
You have to like hitchhike?
I just remember like crying the whole bus home. Nobody feeling bad for me.
That's when you got your mugshot?
No, that's when I got my DUI.
Oh, that's when you got your DUI.
But I did get banned from Macy's for like 5 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then I had to pay it back, and it cost like $600 to pay off that ticket. They didn't even let me keep the shirt.
Okay, that's fucking rude. A $600 Justin Bieber shirt, and it's not even signed, and you didn't even get to keep it.
Didn't even get to keep it, and I get banned from Macy's. But also, fuck Macy's. Who shops at Macy's? I guess
fuck
me,
Macy's.
But
no,
yeah,
they're
fuck
elitist
that.
pigs. I'm over it.
Yeah. And here's the thing about working the 12 steps is that eventually I'm going to have to make an amends to these places. Well, I guess I don't have to make an amends to Macy's because I already paid them back.
You can write the founder of Macy's.
Sorry for
They're
stealing.
dead.
Do you know, I wonder how many, like, is the word conglomerates? I don't know.
I feel like that could be the right word to use.
I've never
here.
used that word in my life. So hopefully that's the right word.
That's a good word to drop, though, in a sentence.
Yeah. Like
all
these
conglomerates.
these massive companies, like how often do you think that they get like amends from people in 12-step programs? Because 12-step program people be stealing shit and then they have to go back and make amends to these places.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I wonder how many Target gets. Like, all right, another fucking alcoholic coming to apologize for stealing shit in 1987.
They're like, they have like a stack of letters. It's a fucking, you know, in Bruce Almighty, how they have the filing cabinet.
Never seen that.
Okay, yeah. Denzel Washington. Wait, no, shit, Morgan Freeman. Fuck.
Okay.
Delete. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is God.
Now here's the thing.
No,
and I'm gonna ask this for real. How come if you mix up 2 black actors, people are like, okay, racist, but I do that all the time with white actors. I fucking mix those shits up all the damn time.
You mix up the whites?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of whites to be mixed up.
There's a lot of whites to be mixed up. But why does it?
A lot of the whites.
But people get offended if you mix up like black actors. They're like, what? How?
Because it's it's deemed as racist because you're not able to tell them apart.
I have early onset Alzheimer's. I can't even tell my friends apart.
And that actually, okay, you guys, I'm just going to say this.
I've seen my friends in public and I've thought, who's this? I looked Adri dead in the eyes a couple months ago in a Target parking lot. And she was looking at me and she's like, Gabby. And I was like, oh.
No, y'all, I'm not kidding. It is the
She did look ugly though. She wasn't wearing makeup. So
okay, you're honestly a fucking rancid beast for saying that. You're a fucking rude ass. But anyway, so I've seen it in the wild where someone comes up to her that you clearly have met 70,000 times. You've like shared like trauma with the person. They're like, Gabby, and then you act like it's like that scene in Devil Wears Prada where whatever she like doesn't know who anyone is, and you're like, who is that? Who was that? And I'm like, bitch, I don't know. This is your fucking friend. Like,
no
it's
idea.
so fun. You're like, who is it? Who is it? Hi. And I'm like, oh my god. But it just happened to me because I usually can remember people are kind of like maybe I won't know their name, but like I can know where they're from. But I just did this like haunted 3 p.m. fucking show at this bar up the street, and and this woman walks up to me and she just like is smiling at me and she's like, hey, and I was like, hi, and because she was like walking into the show, and then she's like, hi, and I was like, hello, hey, yes, and she was like, Linda, you don't remember me? And I was like, oh, and then I start having a panic attack because I was like, I can't
still don't remember her.
No, because I was like, I was like, I know I need to, but I don't know. And then finally it like clicked, like, but there was like a microwave minute. It was like so fucking long of me just staring into this woman's eyes, just empty. Like, what the fuck is going on? Turns out she used to be a regular at the restaurant I used to work at in 2019. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I was always either violently hungover or actively coming up or down from a drug and drunk when I was working at this restaurant.
So who are you to?
That was a fucking haze, and I am sorry. But then like we reconnected and it was cute, but it's bone chilling when you don't when like someone like clearly recognizes you and you have to just kind of sit in that awkwardness.
It's the worst.
Because if you can play it off, you're like, okay, I'm good to go. But then if you can't, you're like, oh, the guilt and the panic are now overpowering any of my memory.
Lee, I bet you've stolen some nasty shit.
I feel like you've stolen girls' underwear.
For sure.
I haven't actually.
Really?
What's the weirdest? What's like the most embarrassing thing you've stolen?
The most embarrassing?
Yeah.
Well, so it's the stealing stuff too old. It's the too old.
Yeah.
So I went through a really wild shoplifting phase in my teenage years, where every single time me and my friends went to the mall, I came home with like hundreds of dollars in merchandise.
You got the loot.
Yeah, like we would go with like a messenger bag, and I would
not the messenger bag,
and I would like literally just fill my bag full of shit. And like,
would y'all ever sell? Sorry to interject, but would y'all ever sell?
I literally gave everything away.
Oh, you would give it away? Okay, it's giving Robin Hood,
it's giving Santa.
Yeah,
okay, Lee.
And my friends would like give requests. My friends would like be like, I want this, and that. And I'd go and I'd just grab it. And I like one time I was at Tower Records and I was literally walking around and my friends were like giving me stuff and I was just like being super blatant about it. I was like grabbing like porns and the people at the store started following me around.
No.
And I was like, okay, go grab the car and I'll meet you on the other side of the parking lot. And it's Massachusetts in the winter. And so there's big snowbanks and I just walked to the door.
Little footprints.
I walked to the door and I walk through and I go beep, beep, beep. And I hear, hey, wait. And I just book it. And I run and I go up a snowbank. I slide down the other side. I hop in my friend's car and we just go. And I literally have like my bag like bulging full of fucking discs.
No.
Yeah.
Were you not like horrified that you could get arrested or like they could track you?
The adrenaline was so like
it's
I
fun.
was getting
that's what I'm saying. That's why we're all sick in the head.
It's so scary.
It is horrifying. Now, stealing from a small business is fucking wrong. But like, yeah, I used to steal from Ralph's.
A conglomerate.
From a conglom dog.
Not using that word right at all.
No, honestly, we're gonna look it up, and it's not. This
has nothing.
It's like a code for bestiality, but so
yeah.
But I used to steal from Ralph's all the time when I was like super poor and I moved here. I would just steal food.
Well, so that's the thing is that that's what was literally embarrassing was that in the pandemic, in the beginning of the pandemic, when I was way too old and sober, I was stealing groceries.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, where I was and I was stealing stuff through the old self-checkout trick where I was stacking stuff in the self-checkout.
Do people not do that all the time? Like, how are they not regulating that better?
They watch.
Now I feel like they really watch.
They really, really watch.
They're like what? They're like checking in your bag as you're checking.
I did it for months. A couple months during the beginning of the pandemic.
Real. I mean, that was like the wild fucking West.
And,
yeah, it was. We all did. To be fair, we did all think we were gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing drugs like I was about to die. I was like, fuck it.
I definitely relapsed at the very beginning. Like I was only like 4 weeks sober when the pandemic hit. And so I was like, fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
But so I shoplifted hundreds of dollars worth of groceries, like probably $200 worth of groceries like every week. And then
I bet you were just stealing bologna too.
Just fucking
bologna and Lunchables.
Sticking it's just like fucking ham.
It was
like
a lot. It was a lot of deli meat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know
it. Was
it,
a lot
and
of
I
deli
know
meat.
that. Ew, and it was like American cheese.
But
it was like individually wrapped, disgusting cheeses.
But the embarrassing part was that so how they caught me was they had to have watched me do it one time. And then I'm in line to do it and they see me and they call a manager over. They both look at me. I'm like, oh, it's going down. And I get up to the front and they're like, and I'm starting to check out and I'm playing it straight. But they're not taking any chances and they're like, hey, we're just gonna do this for you. There's been problems with the machines, and so we're just gonna do this one for you.
Because they know that you had stolen previously?
Yeah. And so they wouldn't even let me near my groceries.
No.
Oh my God,
they
and then all this meat falls out of your asshole.
They wouldn't even let me
meat. And provolone.
They rang everything up. They did my payment. They wouldn't even let me touch any of it. And that was the last time I did. That was the last time I stole anything.
Gotcha. All right, let's get into these fucking stories.
Okay, I got a cute one to start us.
All right.
Hi, lovely humans. I stole something from a dog.
Oh.
For some reason, I feel like stealing from a dog is somehow worse than stealing from a human.
I agree.
But okay, judgmental. But honestly, you stole your cat's innocence when you masturbate with your cat on your chest. I don't think I caused any harm, so I don't feel too guilty about this moment of theft. I used to work at a dog boarding facility. We had this one dog that had really bad anxiety, so it was prescribed trazodone on an as-needed basis. There was no one taking inventory of how many pills the dog showed up with, so there was no way the owner would notice if one pill was missing. But I couldn't just go rummaging through the dog's stuff and get caught on camera. But during one of my shifts, a coworker asked me to grab a pill for the dog. So I just grabbed 2 pills, gave one to the dog, and stuck the other one in my pocket. The pill was a sedative, so it just made me feel sleepy. I got a good night's sleep, which was nice. I told my old coworker about stealing the pill after we stopped working there, and he seemed really appalled at my behavior.
Okay, ew.
Okay, it's giving PU prude.
It's giving virgin.
It's giving, okay, so what, you've never wanted a nice nap? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, she just wanted to take a little snooze. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry that fucking the dog Beans didn't want to. Okay,
sorry you didn't think of it first.
Yeah, sorry that you're a fucking prude and you're going to Big Pharma when she's going to the fucking doghouse for her fucking. Okay, is it bad that I really don't feel guilty about stealing 1 pill? No. The dog still had plenty left over by the time the owner picked her up.
And I'm sure it did. It was a dog.
It was a fucking dog.
Do dogs need anti-anxiety medication? I don't know.
Literally.
That's so okay. It was 1 pill. You're fine.
Literally, you're fucking fine.
You're fine. That's funny. All right. Hey, honkies. I haven't written in a while due to my depression. Love to see it.
Honey.
But been loving catching up with my new Patreon subscription. Thank you. I'm taking a road trip from the Midwest to Joshua Tree next month for my birthday, and I will be listening to y'all the whole way.
Cute.
Get ready for 8 hours of whatever the fuck it is we talk about.
You're like shutting down. You're like, get ready.
I do feel pretty bad right now.
Get ready for this.
We're pulling through.
Okay, so about the theft. For some reason, when I was a young teen, I thought I could steal anything and would be untouchable. If there's anything we've learned thus far, it's that teenagers love to steal.
And also, you know what's kind of beautiful about this is that teenagers are.
What are you doing on your phone, Lee?
I was looking for top tier hunk stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, right now we're doing regular hunk stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mr.
You guys have been on your phone a lot.
You guys have been on your phones.
Before we started shooting,
You guys have been on your phones a lot. I've been having to cut around it.
every time I look over, he's on Hinge.
I'm producing
Can I say
the
something?
show.
You are always looking at some I don't know. You're always looking at some gargoyle pussy or something weird on your phone. Like we've moved on from hentai because you've gotten numb to it, which is alarming. And now you're looking at like fucking like robot pussy. And honestly, let's just stay present.
No, because here's the thing. Let's get back to this girl's tale.
And that's on 8 hours in Joshua Tree.
Lee, the first and only time I ever got in serious trouble, I was 12, 13, and at a Spencer's, of course. I remember even seeing the lady out of the corner of my eye, but I'd already committed. I picked up a pack of buttons, like the kind you pin onto your shirt. There were 4 buttons that read, "Go fuck yourself." Yes. God, as a teenager, you thought those were so fucking cool. Remember Happy Bunny?
Yes.
Remember how fucking lame Happy Bunny was? And it was just that bunny that like had sayings like, "I'd rather kill myself."
And then you're like, "Oh, the bunny gets me."
Yeah. I'll fuck your mom. And then they would like wear those shirts and be like, "Yeah." You know? No, that was so
You wear it over to your friend's house like, "Do you get it?"
I wrote about it because I have my diaries from high school, and I remember I have diary entries about Happy Bunny being like, "There's this cool bunny conglomerate called Happy Bunny, and it's so cool." And I would like write down the sayings and be like, "Ha, ha, ha, they get it." I'm like, okay, shut up. You're 14.
Fucking dead.
God, tight pussy though. There were 4 buttons that read "Go fuck yourself."
Well, kind of loose at 16, but
I was 14. I picked them up and I put them in my bag and walked out. The woman obviously was watching me the whole time, and I had to wait in the dusty ass mall cop's office so my friend's mom could pick us up. So embarrassing. Still didn't stop us from literally breaking into another friend's house once for fun, only to realize his younger sister got her Girl Scout cookie shipment in. Yes, we stole the cookies. Damn. That's savage. You stole...
That just took me a second to register. Not yes, we okay. Also, okay. Number one, not stealing cookies, but also not yes, we stole the cookies.
Oh, the friend's little girl.
Okay,
and the family just like spent so much money on buying all these Girl Scout cookies for this little girl, and then you guys go over there, break into the house.
Ew,
what the fuck?
You guys are trash. I'm obsessed, but you guys are fucking trash.
Yeah, we were so young and realized his younger sister got her Girl Scout shipment in. Yes, we stole the cookies. We were so young and stupid and paranoid that we ate as many as we could while we ran across neighborhoods with the boxes in our arms. And later stashed them all in a bush, never to be seen again.
Ew, y'all are nasty as fuck for that.
Not them running and just eating do-si-dos, fucking, we gotta go. Just cramming throwing up while they're running.
Choking on a fucking Samoa.
Yeah, god damn. We have a bunch of Girl Scout cookies at our house right now. They're so good.
I know.
We would, never to be seen again. That's so funny. There's so many other horrid things I did as a kid that were serious crimes, like steal people's mail for fun. We would steal everyone's mail in the surrounding area for fun. Like, why? LMAO. I blame all my bad luck now on my karma, and I deserve it. I think and pray it's almost finally up. That's really funny.
The way you do the laughs always kills me.
That's really fucking funny.
You know what? You laugh like Shukri.
How does he laugh? So funny.
He's a server at our favorite restaurant, Millie's, and he sends us a picture of his feet. Shout out to him and his wife. Okay.
Of my best friend in high school swear up and down that, like, because after high school we both went through a pretty bad luck streak, and we both blamed it on all the thefts that we did in high school.
Yeah, it's probably honestly energetically linked. All right.
Hello, Honk, Bonk, and Lee. Long time no see. That's my ex's show. Triggered. I'm writing in again for the first time in a hot minute because your girl used to be a whole kleptomaniac. The last time I wrote in, my story was like gut-wrenching and vile, so I'm happy to report this is kind of a sleigh.
I do love that.
Yeah, good for you, honey. There's more stories that I'm just not remembering, but these are the ones that are sticking out to me. Go off. Some of the hauls I did were definitely grand larceny. So, okay, not larceny. Go off. I'm not sure how I got away with it. I've stolen from every single position I've ever worked at. Now that is fucking funny. I think we've talked about it before. Like I think you did this too, where you'd make like grab bags. Like I would take like fucking almond milk, the fucking croissants.
Oh yeah,
the
God, we
matcha.
go into the walk-in freezer. I'd be wearing my apron, and we put like avocados, full noodles back into our pockets. When people would order delivery, or pickup from us, I would just put like other things in their food. You know, like I'd give them like extra treats and be like, man, we have too many cookies. Here you go. 5. Like,
yeah,
just putting things.
So fucking no, like literally.
That is tough.
But also like because like you're spending all of your time at this job, but yet you're like losing money.
Yeah, you're making no money.
So I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
you're fucking robbing me. I'm gonna fucking rob you.
And this isn't for because I also fucking hated the patrons, you know?
Oh.
But I'd just be like, but fuck this job even more. So I'm just going to give these shitty customers.
No, you're getting abused and degraded in every single possible way. I can't.
Anyway.
Okay. So I've stolen from, same here, girl. So I've stolen from every single position I've ever worked at, but not like cash. Okay. Not always cash, but like stuff. If you're not going to pay me a living wage, I'm going to take a few of your gallon jugs of maraschino cherry. Did I say that right? Marciano?
Wait, how do you say it?
Okay, it's okay.
Whatever.
Don't be sounding this out. I'm like Marciano.
Everybody knows
maraschino.
Who gives a fuck? All right.
Okay, it's the little fucking cherries, and don't fucking make fun of me or I'll fucking kick your ass. Okay, cherries, and you can't get mad at me. Literally, we're praising you. Back before Ulta had fancy tilt pan zoom cameras, my ass would make out like a bandit. Oh my God. Yeah, in high school I would steal from Ulta too. I had like the nicest fucking nail polish. My ass would make out like a bandit. Thousands of dollars worth of high-end makeup. Sephora was also one of my spots. Yeah. One time in high school, they tried to catch me and I just ran a whole mile home. But I had donated blood that day at school and I literally almost passed out. When I worked at my first job, they didn't switch out the registers with every new cashier, so I'd steal a bunch of money from the register.
I never stole money. That felt too intense for me.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I couldn't steal money.
I do hate to say this. I just feel like since this is on topic, I just feel like I'm going to just share it. So I did steal money one time.
From registers?
No, so I was working at this like juice bar and I worked in a kitchen because it was at the Churchill on 3rd Street. And it was they had like literally a window in the wall, and I would stick my head out of it and sell people juice. And I was like the kitchen of this restaurant is where I would work. But anyways, you had to like walk in. We kept the cash register in the freezer. I don't know, it was the whole thing. Anyways, this girl, I took her spot at the job, and she moved to New York. And like, you know, you would get your tip out at the end of every week. And in her tip out, there was like $150 or something. And she like moved to New York. And so, a month goes by. 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by, and she just never came back for it. And so one night I'm like hurting for money and I was like, well, she's in fucking New York. It's not like she's coming back. And so I just take it. And a week later she comes back and visits.
Shut the fuck up.
And I was like, oh.
Did she ask for her tips?
Yes, of course. She came to the window.
Stop.
She's like, hi, I'm here. And I was like, hey.
Okay, well, that's what happens when you leave for 4 months.
And I was like, oh my fucking God. And to make it worse, my best friend, shout out to Bryce, was my boss. And we had
oh my God.
Yeah, you worked with Bryce actually. So before I met Gabby, Bryce and
he was your boss though? That's wild.
He was my boss. Wait, really cute though, because Bryce used to work with you and he was like, oh my God, you need to meet Gabby. I think you guys would be friends. And now we live together and do a podcast. That's really cute. But anyway, so Bryce was like looking for it and he's like, I don't know where the fuck it is. Like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, that's so weird. And I ended up coming clean. And then he was like, I cannot be, like, we can't work together. Like, this is like too chaotic. Cause he's like such a good employee. And I'm like,
yeah, he's like too honest.
Like Tasmanian devil from hell.
Did she ever find out that you stole it?
No, she didn't.
And take that to the grave, sweetie.
Well, I need to take it to my fucking sponsor and figure out what to do. And find, I don't even know her last name to make an amends. But I owe this girl named Courtney $150.
Yeah. Then then you just like pay back $150 to wherever it'll help.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how you make that amends?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. But I do.
She might find you now.
I know. And that's on Courtney. Okay. And that's on MANSCAPED. Buy it so I can pay back Courtney. Okay. Tea time 20% for off, whatever. Okay. I can't even speak. So she would rob the registers, LOL, steal a bunch of money from the register, and like I didn't get caught. So all I did was talk to everyone using those registers that came up short. A few $100, I think. Okay, bitch, that's a big deal, but that's funny. I was caught shoplifting at my local mall when I was 14 or 15, was banned and was told I could never work at the Simon Mall, but I literally got a job there when I was 20 to 21. No one ever checked. I'm still mad I didn't get to keep the shit I got caught with. Yeah, it's like, okay, let me keep my loot. Give me my lashings and let me keep my loot.
Just now, just write me a ticket, but let me keep it.
Okay, now I'm getting southern. Okay, one time I stole a bunch of vegetables from the grocery store. Okay, well, at least you're better than Lee, because Lee's still a fucking ham. Just handfuls of ham. Vegetables from the grocery store when I was 17, maybe 19. I don't know. I don't really steal shit anymore because they're too good at catching everyone nowadays. It's just not worth it. But back in the day, phew. There's definitely more stories that I'm just not remembering, but these are the ones that are sticking out to me currently. Thank you for reading.
Okay, Miss Veggies.
Okay, Yeah, she said, I'm on my health kick.
So funny to see what people steal. Okay. Probably not the most extreme story you will read, but it is worth a laugh.
Okay, I like a laugh.
Okay. I'm a kleptomaniac when I drink. I used to have an issue when I was in my 20s where I'd get drunk and steal random objects. I would go to parties and steal random shit that would be easily missed, such as family portraits, decorative swords, spoons, sandwiches from the fridge. This is so funny. Not family portraits.
Family portraits.
That's a really funny thing to steal. Loose cabinet knobs, and once a chihuahua. Oh,
what?
I gave that one back the next day, and no one noticed. Oddly enough,
okay.
What? They didn't notice that you had stolen their dog. Oh my god!
Honk! I can tell farts coming because I just heard a rumble. I heard all
juicy. I also had a tendency to shoplift on principle. If something was overpriced, I was stealing it.
Literally.
I think I once stole about 10 pairs of obnoxious socks in one visit from Urban Outfitters by putting them over my own socks.
Wait, that is
not you, and not you walking out with just like feet just big as shit.
You got those cankles.
Yeah, you can't even
the
fit
meaty
your shoes.
Ankles.
God, that's so funny.
But here's the thing about Urban motherfucking Outfitters: they deserve to be stolen from.
I
because
agree.
Their stuff is made. You touch it and it falls the fuck apart.
Yeah,
stuff from Shine, Shein, whatever. It lasts more than fucking Urban Outfitters does. And then they'll charge you $76 for a fucking beanie, and then in 2 weeks it'll be on sale for like a penny.
They do that, and then everything's
and I'm like,
on sale.
Fuck you.
It's the worst. I buy so much shit from Urban full price, and then I go back there 2 weeks later, and everything's $3, and I'm like, God fucking damn it!
No, you got.
But you buy it. I buy it full price because I'm like, oh, it's gonna run out.
Hey, but it never does.
And then it never does. It's so stupid.
And then you go to Crossroads the next day, and then it's literally there. Don't piss me off.
So you put all these socks on merely because I felt they should have not been so. They should have not. Oh my god! They should not have been so overpriced. Yeah. I'm a menace, or maybe I'm a revolutionary. Never been caught, and don't have a criminal record. So who really cares?
Literally.
The power of alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the most entertaining of my daring strings of theft was my habit of stealing concrete lawn decor.
What?
For a while, I had a collection of concrete outside decor, which included a few concrete dash hounds and tiki heads.
Oh.
Who has statues?
Oh, like statues.
Yes.
Oh, that's bizarre. That's really funny.
Also, like, I would imagine kind of like hard to carry.
They're heavy.
That's a heavy.
Yeah, you doing this in the day. You're just walking past people's lawns and being like, need this. I'll take the dash hound. And then you're just walking home with this big cement dash hound.
And it's like, yeah, you're not only getting your steps, but you're like getting your lifting in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get after it.
And tiki heads. I've also literally never seen those in yards. I would then feel bad and the next night get drunk again and spray paint them gold and return them under the cover of the night to their respective homes. This is somebody who I don't ever want to get sober because this is so funny.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
This just triggered a memory where we were. It's really quick. We were closing down this tiki bar was closing in Portland, Maine, and they were just giving away the bar. They were like whatever drink was like $3 and so the whole venue went there after a show, and we got the blackout, and I left with a tiki. Like this like log was like carved into like a tiki face, and I left with it. So I was like, they're not gonna need it anymore. So I just picked it up and put it on my shoulder and walked home with it.
Not you.
I just shit
picking
my
it up.
pants when you told that story.
Can I say something?
What?
I was listening, but then I remembered of that video I put of you on my story where you're walking with your dead leg, and I put the song As It Was, and it made me laugh again.
As you were telling that story, my butthole loosened up. Shit fell out of it into my pants. I fell asleep, came to, and thought, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I?
I started
Am
thinking
I in
about.
hell?
Wait, Gabby, how is your pussy hairs looking? Did you
There's
shave
so
it?
many ingrown hairs. I've
Okay,
been plucking them.
Really?
Yeah,
You've been
man,
plucking. Yeah, okay. I plucked a
yeah.
few. I've been putting. I have like
Big.
this special oil to put on.
Wait, we
you can
haven't
use
gotten
it.
through this story.
Okay, no, but I need to just tell you. But I just want to know, like, when does your pussy start? Like, when is our pussy supposed to start looking fucking normal
It
again?
doesn't look normal. It still looks like fucking Cynthia.
I know.
So it's-
Janine tried to touch me the other day, and I said no because you don't even understand what I'm fucking dealing with.
Yeah, it's not great.
It looks like someone poured hot lava on my fucking pussy. And I'm like, it looks
guys.
like raw hamburger meat.
So
and
we've-
I'm getting pissed off.
All right, so we've got this person spray painting.
The fucking dogs,
This
and then they're
is
putting
so
the
funny. Then
statues.
returning them. Can you imagine waking up and just being so confused? You're like, what the fuck is going on?
It's gone and then back, but just kind of
gold.
better and confusing.
You'd be so confused. And then it's like, who's this odd person that's like stealing thing? Okay. Although I didn't paint the tiki head, instead I covered it in chia seeds and basically returned that as a chia pet.
What the fuck, bitch?
Hilarious. You're just getting wasted and you're like, I feel bad.
This is
I
like
got
something
an
Joy would
idea.
do, but like
It's
violently high instead of drunk.
so funny. This is so funny. In winter, I would just wander the neighborhoods. No.
Not wander the
You're
neighborhood.
just wasted wandering neighborhoods and stealing Christmas decor.
No.
Usually plastic decor like candy canes and penguins, but I had a special love for stealing the baby Jesus from nativity scenes. Take that, Christians. This is so funny. I was apparently the topic of several HOA meetings. What does HOA stand for?
It's
Homeowner association.
Yeah, they're like
Hilarious.
neighborhood meetings. Yeah.
And could not help but laugh. Love the show. Work your steps. And Gabby shouldn't let y'all tell her when and where to fart. Her body, her choice. Thank you.
Okay, don't be a fucking cuck. Don't be a fucking
Thank you.
fart cuck. No, not thank you.
Mm.
Because it's actually becoming a health concern.
That was
There's fecal matter all over this apartment.
really fucking. That was really
Yeah.
funny. Thank you for
She's
not letting
funny.
us down.
But I hope she gets diarrhea for the way she ended it. Okay. Hi, Gabby, Harper, and Lee. I love everything y'all do and have been binging the pod from the second I found it.
Oh my god,
Sorry
love
if-
you.
Sorry if I comment too much on YouTube. I think I made Lee mad because I said he has bald energy.
You're not wrong.
Wait.
Lee must have deleted that.
I think no.
Did you
no,
delete
'cause
it?
He
you guys
deleted it in
don't.
a hot rage.
No, because you guys don't know how to view comments that have already been responded to. You just literally, it's just like one more step to view comments that have already been responded to.
I don't read.
I don't
Because
know if that's
I only
real.
read the comments the first time the episode comes out, and then I stop checking.
Yeah, I responded to it right away because I forget what I said.
screaming.
And that's on bald
I
energy.
think I gave her an okay.
You do. I see you commenting.
Yeah, because
okay,
if y'all ever comment and you get a okay,
It's
I used to
always
think it was
Lee.
honk, but
No,
I
it's
asked
Lee.
you and
No.
it's fucking Lee.
It's always Lee going okay. dot, dot, dot. It is pretty funny.
It's my face.
It is really
All right,
fucking
all
funny.
right,
Okay. But I also love when someone comments hate and then you go, thank you, subscribe to Patreon. I'm like, literally. Just take the win from their sales. Okay. Now about the stealing. Since I was a young kid, I've had the urge to steal here and there. Is it because I would see my grandma casually steal from the thrift since I was a kid, or because my cute emo boyfriends would steal when I was a teen? Probably both. Who knows? Haha. I never really regarded it as super bad. I was also pretty aware of being poor as a kid, so there was that. Anyway, I've done it for a while as I'm in my mid-20s now. Small shit. A small bracelet here and there, or just little things like that. Just easy things that I would stuff up a sleeve or something. Well, I eventually got with my husband a couple of years ago. He was a security guard for a while and never has had a scarcity issue. Basically, he has a big. Okay, sorry, I just had a blackout. Basically, he is a big no stealing person. One day, when I was not with him, I stole something which was a stupid pack of $2 stitch marking rings I used for my crochet. I mentioned it in passing to my dude when I got home, and he was pissed. He made it seem like I was really crazy, grabbed them, and stormed off.
Okay, what's he hiding?
Okay.
What is your husband hiding?
He's about to do what's on my eye to you, so watch out. He went and put them fucking back. He drove there and put them back on the shelf.
No.
It was so extra, but now I believe more strongly in God and sin, so I try not to steal as much for those reasons.
That is so extra.
Okay, well, that would put the fear of God in me too, Miss Girl. Wait, can we like low-key unpack?
I'd be so mad. I'd be like, what are you, fucking narc?
What did she steal? I missed that detail.
She
the most
stole,
innocent
thing.
thing.
Like a few years ago. She's married now. She's in her mid-20s. She stole a $2 little ring. You put like rings on your hand, I guess, for when you crochet.
Oh.
And she like put these rings. She like stole these $2 rings, and she mentioned it in passing when they got home. And he got so irate. He takes what she stole, drove back to the store, and puts it on the shelf.
What a fucking narc, dude. Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Hilarious.
But if you write in and say you got a divorce, we
won't be surprised.
We won't be surprised, because you got to get someone that loves you for you. And if you're a little stealer,
yeah, that's mom energy.
Yeah,
you don't want to be married to mom.
You want to be married to a daddy, not a dad. Don't fucking take her stolen loot back. That's rude. And then you want her to choke on your fucking dick when you can't even fucking just let her.
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
I'm just saying. He like.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not listening, so this isn't for you.
Yeah,
you're like checking TikTok notifications or something.
No, I'm checking the emails. I was skimming one and I thought that seems wild. All right, we ready?
Does it seem wild?
Yeah. Hey, honks? ? And Lee. Hey. I just found the podcast 2 weeks ago and I'm still learning, but have been binging it. All right, love that. It's great to know that there are people like me who are mentally unhinged and willing to joke about everything. I love that everybody's like, it's so nice to know that there's somebody so fucked up, ugly, stupid as me.
Nobody's saying ugly.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, no, don't put that on. Ugly. This is what Honk tries to do though. She tries to like say something and she's like, aren't we all just a basket of fucking dumbass hound? And I'm like, what's going on? No, that's on you.
It's literally a compliment and you throw some shade in there.
You're like, ew.
One night when I was 16.
You were the personification of diarrhea.
That was like a 3-year-old.
I know. Ew, dude. And then she's like, people need to like grow up. Like they just need to like be more like mature.
I never
and then
say that.
You literally just were in the car. And then you're over here like coughing like a fucking 3-year-old. Wake the fuck up.
I'm coming down from SSRI.
Okay, then drink more fucking coffee. I don't even care about that. Honestly, I'll take the fucking fart at this point. Just wake up.
It doesn't help.
You're fine. And also you're faking because I saw you take it.
You didn't see me take it because I'm not on it. One night when I was 16, you're going to trigger a mood swing and it's going to be uncontrollable because my brain is unhinged right now. One night when I was 16, and that's on another black
it's giving fake. It's giving fake.
One night when I was 16, I went out with my 2 friends. One that was 18 and another that was 22. After meeting up, we ended up getting off the bus. Okay, so all of a sudden you're on a bus. All right, you're on the bus. We get off a bus and saw a guy smoking a cigarette in front of a liquor store in a row of shops that I knew normally had, this is a run-on sentence, that I knew normally had one person working in and decided to score some free alcohol. The oldest friend asked the guy for a cig while I rode my skateboard around the back. Yeah, you did. Rode my skateboard around the back and opened the door and opened the metal door. Grabbed a case of Captain Morgan and then hid it in a car wash in the same parking lot. Then my other friend did the same thing. After drinking more, we drove around the car, drunk car hopping. 2 weeks before this, because they said they wanted to kill themselves and I wanted to get to that. 2 weeks before this, I had been in the same neighborhood, got kicked out of a party because I threw up in the girl's dad's closet and was so drunk I couldn't walk more than 30 feet without puking. After leaving, I car hopped and stole a car with another friend. Jesus. These are criminal charges, baby.
Okay, with Love and Light, it sounds like you need to go down to Barnes and Noble and like steal like a grammar book because I don't know what's going on.
Like a dumbass, we went back to the same neighborhood, but this week people were paying attention and somebody came out with a gun and flashlight, so we scrambled back in the car and went to the older guy's house who still lives with his parents. 10 minutes later, we went outside to smoke and there were cops with their guns drawn and we all were arrested. During this run, I stole some iPods, a phone and wallets and gave them back the same night. When I got to jail, I called my dad, who I hated and never talked to, even though we lived in the same house. What? He decided to let me spend the night in jail and got me in the morning. You're running from the cops and steal a bunch of iPods?
Well, so he's talking about like a bender of theft, basically, that started with like stealing from this liquor store, and he hid it in the car wash, and then him and his friends like
go steal
cars, and then they probably went to the store and stole some merchandise.
This is all in one night?
Yep, and then they just were like on this bender of like theft and like Grand Theft Auto, larceny, robbing the liquor store, and they probably just like brought heat until the cops finally caught up with them and they got arrested.
Okay. During the pretrial, I had to do a mental evaluation because I was so drunk when I was arrested. They had said that I was and had said that I was going to kill myself.
Oh my God.
At that evaluation and first session, I was diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety from growing up with an abusive dad and alcoholic mom that hated each other. After that, the therapist and judge mandated that I not only go to therapy, but my parents as well. After their first session, they came home and said they were getting a divorce, long overdue. At the arraignment, I pled guilty and I was luckily given an adjudicated sentence and was able to avoid multiple felonies because of my age. No record, and they couldn't prove anything other than the phones. Not even the car. I had to go to court mandated therapy. Probation for 2 years. My parents divorced. Then I had to transfer to an alternative school for kids on probation and teenage parents not them putting teenage parents and kids on probation in the same school.
In there with your mom.
God, in order to make up the semester of classes that I ditched but graduated. All this helped me realize I was fucking my life up. I had been drinking every day in school if I went, smoking weed or taking pills before and after, then doing coke and acid every weekend.
Oh.
After I scraped money together from selling stolen phones or fake returns or doing fake returns at stores, having the accountability of a urine test every week in the outlet changed my life. Wow. Jesus. Fast forward years after going to and dropping out of college and now about to turn 27. Last year, I moved to LA by myself to start a new career. In better mental health, working on getting fully sober, and have been able to help some other people and now have a better relationship with both my parents. Without stealing and getting caught, I would likely be in jail, a full-blown addict, or had killed myself. I would recommend avoiding stealing if possible, but I wouldn't change anything in my past. Hell yeah. Thanks for saying some of the most insane, deranged thoughts I've ever heard outside of my own head. P.S. Shout out to Lee. We all want to bang Gabby. Thank you.
Go off.
Shout out to Lee.
That's
wild.
That's so fucking wild.
That is really wild. I mean, listen, I don't blame you for the run-on sentences in the beginning, but yeah, that was wild, and you do sound like a full-blown addict.
It was a good ending.
That was a great ending.
It ended strong. It didn't seem like it was going anywhere. And then it kind of took a turn.
So there's a lot. Well, they were setting the scene, as Honk would say. They were building up to what was going to happen. And fuck yeah. I'm glad that you're getting sober because honestly, it sounds like you need it.
Yeah.
And that's not on judgment. That's on one person to another who knows what this looks like. And fucking good for you, dude.
So
that's really
glad you didn't kill yourself and you could write this in.
So in college, me and a couple friends set up a Craigslist ring where we would steal people's cell phones and then resell them for cocaine money.
Oh my God, guys in my high school would do this too, but I think it was like for like weed, but yeah.
And so we would, and then we would go and we would set up to buy the first phone, and we would steal it, and then we would flip. Then the next deal would be to sell that phone, and then we would do that a few times in a row, and then we would go and buy. And we did that a few times in a row, and then we were going to do one last one, and we kind of didn't feel great about it. And the kid that went out ended up getting arrested while he was in jail for the night. His one phone call was to us to wipe his phone. So he gave us
what was on there?
Well, he gave us his cell phone login information, like his like account information to like log in and just like deactivate his account. And so when he was in court, he was like, because the only proof that they had that was the cell phone number that they had to like meet up, like the contact number. He's like, this wasn't me. I was just literally just walking down the street, and you guys ran up on me and started yelling at me about cell phones and arrested me. And he's like, call the phone right now. Like, you don't even have the right number. And he's like, if you call the phone right now and it rings, I'll plead guilty. And so they called the phone in court, didn't ring, he got off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's some genius shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's some genius shit.
And we got away with it.
And that's on Hustler.
Whoa. Okay.
And that's on Gabby not shitting herself during that one, story, Lee.
That's true.
Okay, this one.
Butthole stayed intact during that one.
Surprisingly written by man. Dog. Okay, embarrassing, but somewhat understandable story here. I ran away from home when I was 12 to 13 years old. I was gone for about 5 months, bouncing from couch to couch at friends' houses, or sometimes I would sleep on the streets. I was really thirsty and hungry this one particular day, so I went inside of an HEB and shoplifted a bottle of eggnog, like a humongous bottle. Security was waiting for me at the exit, but I juked his ass and took off running through the parking lot. LMAO. I don't know why I chose eggnog, but that's what I first saw when I walked in. Needless to say, that eggnog was the best I've ever had.
Stop.
Love that.
That was that.
Excuse me.
I'm glad that you got your eggnog, and I hope you're doing better.
Why do I keep fucking sneezing?
Right,
how many do you have?
We'll do one more.
One more.
Okay, perf.
All right. My name is blank, and I was a juvenile masturbation addict.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's not the prompt, but go off.
Not like cleaning, but not like clinically, but to the point where several years of my early pubescent life were defined by insatiable desire to get off. As a young gal, I grew up Catholic in the Bible Belt, so I'm gonna lay all the blame on those two facts because honestly, nothing is ever really my fault. And honestly, it's true.
Honestly, I love that.
Why is it that like when you grow up super fucking religious, it just makes you rebel even harder?
Well, because it's like the whole thing of like, I think that's also why like strict parents, you have to be careful because you can raise an extra wild
That's
child.
mostly what I've seen is parents who are really strict.
It's when you really fucking restrict your kids and like you make, instead of just like talking to them and like,
yeah,
because of course it's normal
to
be
scared, and then they're like,
and to be a child is or a teen is to be inquisitive. Like you're still so new to the world and you're going to have new experiences. And I think the parents, they're doing it out of
to be inquisitive.
What?
To be a child is to be inquisitive, honk.
Okay, I don't like your tone because I feel like you're being mean. But here's the thing. It is, I mean, it is what it is. And it is true. And I think like, like when you're trying to learn about like alcohol, drugs or whatever, I don't think it needs to be like a huge like, oh, don't ever do it. It's like, we're all fucking humans. So yeah, some people have never done it, but most chances are you're going to. So why don't you just like talk to your kids about the reality of it instead of having a big fucking...
that I know, because when you're just like, no, bad, people are like, well, fuck you,
and then
don't
also
tell me what's bad.
You're breaking away from your parents, so like of course you're gonna be like, well, I don't really trust you. So it's
yeah. All right, now to the underage bean flicking. I graduated early from.
This isn't on prompt.
Yeah, this isn't no, like I mean, go off, but
no, but it is. It gets into it.
Okay.
Everyone.
Okay.
I graduated early from the old pillow hump method and began to realize.
Being on our cunt shit today.
Literally,
like, okay.
I'm like, come on, it gets into it.
Well, you always run your cunt shit, so excuse us for fucking taking a turn. Just fucking let's get to it though.
It's the build-up. I graduated early from the old pillow hump method and began to realize I would need something stronger ASAP.
Okay.
Don't say
I'm on board.
I have the a story in front of mine own eyes.
Mine own eyes.
I'm getting on board. I'm listening.
In front of mine own eyes.
Mine own eyes.
All right,
Okay, one
Mein
of your
Kampf.
eyes is not even open.
One day, my poor sweet mother and I were on a little grocery store excursion, and I noticed something highly intriguing in the shaving section, a razor that vibrates. I had no idea how to articulate to my mother that I needed a men's vibrating Gillette razor more than I needed oxygen. So while she wasn't looking, I tossed that hoe into my Hannah Montana World Tour promotional tote bag and resigned myself to a life of crime. I'm sorry. Is that good enough for you guys now? Is that on topic?
It's getting there.
Is that on topic?
Getting
it is
there.
pretty good. I like the detail of the
Yeah,
Hannah
it is
Montana
good, isn't
promotional
it?
tote.
It's getting
It is
there.
good.
It's getting there. A24 is said that they're on hold.
Thank you. That is pretty funny. That was well written.
I wish you could look at me though.
No, I
You can't
can't.
even
I'm
look-
furious.
You look at
No, she
directly at
refuses
me.
to
I
look.
do
Yeah.
because I'm fucking furious.
Are you?
Hurry up. This doesn't have anything
No,
to do
she's
with the
fine.
prompt.
She's fine. This is what she does. She's fine.
Doesn't have anything to do with the prompt.
Yeah. Well, if I had stopped reading like you had so desiredly, we would have missed the Hannah Montana promotional tote bag.
No,
okay?
and I'm happy you kept reading. And
Thank
also, I'm
you.
happy that Lee's getting the brunt of this because I definitely was an equal participant.
And you were.
But I just want to say shout out to Honk for literally just channeling all of that onto Lee. And you know what?
Fine.
Sometimes
I'm here
Lee,
for.
you gotta
This
just
is-
you just gotta take that.
This
And
was
thank you, Lee.
only the beginning.
And I'm sorry to this girl. I hope she didn't cut her clit though. Jesus.
This was only the also it's really gnarly that like a razor.
Go with the toothbrush.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Most of what she could see.
that's true. This was also they don't vibrate that hard. This
Well,
was
she
only
probably
the
learned that.
beginning. Yeah. It was only the beginning, as with any vice, Miss Sweet Gillette needed to be fed. And by that I mean AAA batteries. Yeah, that's the other there we
Yeah.
go. AAA batteries became the most precious and frequently disappearing resource in my family home. It's funny because you're jogging memories now of me being in like early high school, like my freshman year, and having a vibrator and like asking my dad to take me to Rite Aid to buy me batteries. Like, what did I need batteries for?
That's so fucking funny. A calculator?
Yeah, right? That's funny.
Fuck.
Because I was always needing batteries. I was running AAA batteries became the most precious and frequently disappearing resource in my family home. I was running that razor into the ground like a 2000 Ford Taurus. Okay, you know what? Usually I
Okay.
hate when people try and write punchlines, but this kind of killing it.
No, this is good. This is good.
This is funny. You're a good writer. I feel a twinge of terror when I think about my dad slamming kitchen drawers and loudly cursing the lack of batteries in this goddamn house. And they're just all in
What
your
did
room.
he
Yeah.
need AAA
what
batteries
was-
for?
Because he had
Yeah.
he had a bussy vibrator.
Yeah, no, he had one of those like dildos that just like fucking
Yeah.
just jams into
he
your
had
ass.
like a massaging fleshlight that
Yes.
everyone's just trying to
Yeah.
satiate
Where's the
themselves.
Where are
AAA's
the
though?
goddamn batteries? I need my fleshlight. Okay. All
Okay.
right. The more batteries I took, the higher my anxiety rose at the thought of being caught. And with my rising anxiety came the need to masturbate more and more to take the edge off.
It's the
This
ever
is
hungry beast.
So funny. This is so funny. My rock bottom moment came when my younger brother caught me extracting some fresh AAAs from one of his remote controlled toy trucks.
Stop.
You're savage. You're like a little goblin. You're like a little fucking battery
a
goblin.
little horny goblin.
Little horny battery goblin. Just
Here are the batteries.
It's like Gollum, but instead of the ring,
yeah,
it's,
she's sneaking around at night on all
precious.
fours. Just
yeah, it's giving the grudge.
I struck some kind of bargain with him in exchange for his silence.
Oh my god.
But this was my come to God moment. This is when she noticed that she was out of control.
Once you start robbing from the children.
Yeah, exactly. I wrapped Miss Gillette in some paper towels and threw her in the garbage. Wow, you went cold turkey.
Wow.
The following Sunday, I, a child, went to confession and told a grown man in a robe all about my masturbation guilt behind a closed, soundproof door. Normal.
Oh my god.
This is so funny.
Oh.
The whole ordeal cost me 10 Hail Marys and 5 Lord's Prayers. What's wild is that you know that this guy is sitting in there masturbating while you're
Yes.
telling him this.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he's just jerking off. He's like, how many times did you use the Gillette razor?
Yeah.
Sick. I think about Miss Gillette, and I hope she's degrading with grace in a landfill in Long Island somewhere. Love y'all. Now, that was a 10 out of 10 story.
That was 10 out of fucking 10.
And this fucking grown man in his robe is in there jerking off, dude.
Not you going to confessional as a wee little one and fucking spilling your sinful tea
because you stole the batteries from your little brother from his truck.
Oh, and then you guys got him to stay silent. That's really fucking.
That was such a funny story.
But also so haunted what religion can do to us.
Oh fuck! The dad just getting so mad at the house. Where are the batteries going?
Well, he needs it for the remote so he can watch fucking Skinamax when everyone else goes to sleep.
Yeah, he's trying to load up on porn.
Remote batteries only die like once a year.
So she's burning through them.
Yeah.
Well, she was probably stealing them from the remotes.
Yeah.
And then he kept buying them.
Yeah.
And she's burning through batteries because she's masturbating because the guilt is piling on.
And she's putting dead ones back.
Yeah. Everybody's like, what is going on?
He's like, what is like, is there a magnet over this house? Like everything is just desensitized.
That was a great. Are we closing on her?
Yeah, we're gonna close on that one.
That was great.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for writing in. We fucking love you guys. As always, the prompts are always going to be on Instagram. We release them every week. And that's really on that. And if you like this podcast, send it to someone who you've stolen something from.
Who you've masturbated to.
Send it to someone who you've masturbated to. Literally no context. Just send it to them. Send it to your hottest friend and your ugliest friend.
And then don't tell them who's who.
Yeah. And that's really on that. If you guys are feeling kind of cute and hot and rich, then you guys can subscribe to our Patreon. It's just basically this, but more unhinged. And
please, I hope you're feeling rich.
And when we talk shit on people, we say their names because it's kind of funny. But anyway, and that's on The Real Tea. And that's on, I actually have to talk shit about someone right after this.
And if you're getting off of medication, Godspeed. It's horrible.
Yeah. And that's on the cameras yet again right over there, huh?
Yeah,
but anyway, so it's going to be patreon.com/teatime42069. And if you're a real one, please, for the love of fucking God, buy something from Manscaped. Use our code teatime20 because you could really fucking help us out. And that's on literally. And that's on we help us help you.
And then when you buy things, that gives whoa, forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. My back hurts from carrying it. That's okay. But so here's the thing. Literally, and that's on my honk is going through it, and this is what we do for each other. Sometimes honk is gonna have to carry it. Right now I'm gonna carry it.
Thanks, honk.
It's okay. So if you need to trim your fucking nose and your fucking pussy and your pussy, we're gonna have to record our ad anyways, but here you go.
Send us pictures of your shaved pubic hair.
We have some fucking live shows that we have planned. We have merch coming up.
We do have merch coming up.
And we need this Manscaped motherfucker to help us.
Yeah. We're straight up.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
It's okay. We're trying to get we're trying to strike a better deal, and if you buy stuff with Manscaped, it would really help us out. So use the code TEATIME20.
But this desperate energy isn't for the girls. Go make your man fucking buy this. Go get a man who you don't really respect that much. Go and get him to clean his hair. You fucking shut up.
So real. Okay,
I'm fucking tired of them.
I have to pee so bad.
All right. Great.
Okay, but love you guys.
Love you. Keep writing.